everybody. Back like we promised.
Hi.
This is Jory,
Hello.
psychedelicangel.tumblr.com. And it's me, Catherine. We are more than our bodies. Le Ultra Femme and Fashion Dash Collision. Do you think I should make another couple blogs? Because I don't think I have enough.
I think you need 6 more.
Okay. I have 6 emails, so it would be fitting. I could have
True.
a blog attached. Okay. And as I said in the last one, new YouTube channel is More Than Our Bodies, because I had a fight with my dad, and I'm not going to go into that. Save that for later. But, yeah, I'm going to upload everything to that channel that I've uploaded on my other channel, so subscribe to that one. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We promised that we would talk about relationships, because both of us have been struggling in this department, and...
Understatement.
Yeah. And, we had a long talk last night about sex and relationships, so what sex means, what society's perception is versus what our own perceptions are, and what the root of sex is. And then it got me thinking of the role that sex and relationships play in recovery. So, just to kickstart it, we're going to talk about sex in society. The societal view. Because you really put that really well last night.
I mean, we talked about, the way that almost the purpose of sex has been, really warped into something almost unrecognizable from what at least we personally think it should be. We were saying that sex nowadays, people do use it or seemingly use it just to get pleasure, and, they don't do it for the connection to that person. And some people, again, we think, lie to themselves about, oh, I can have sex with someone and not have a connection to them, I don't have to be with them, I don't have to even be into them, I just want to have sex, and we'll just do that. And, doesn't work that way, let me just say, and it's not just a feminine thing, it's not just a masculine thing. I think with everyone, it's almost biological. You release hormones when you do have sex that supposedly make you feel that connection to someone, but it's not just that. We think people suppress it, any kind of feeling, if they don't want to feel it. Yes. Any kind of feeling they may have, any kind of connection, if they don't want to have it, they suppress it. It's there. But they don't want to know it's there, and they suppress it, and then they lie to themselves and make themselves think that they can just kind of have sex and have nothing to do with it, and it can just be a thing to do, and that's it.
And it's just like any other addictive thing, like drinking or recreational drugs or, I don't know, porn. There's so many things that, are really destructive, and people are like, well, I just like to drink. I'm not an alcoholic. I just smoke pot, 3 times a day. I'm not a pothead. I'm taking pot pills now just for my appetite, but I'm owning up to the fact that, okay, I'm gonna have THC in my system, whatever. And then there are people who are like, yeah, I have to watch porn, all the time, and, I watch this MTV thing about, porn addicts. It's just, there's all these different things, and people suppress and suppress and suppress because society is telling us, oh my god, go out and get smashed and get wasted. Oh my god, it's really cool to try.
Have sex with people. Experiment with everyone.
Experiment with everyone.
Whoever you want.
Oh my god, I don't know if I'm gay or not, but I'm gonna find the lesbian in the room and I'm gonna fuck her to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to chuck her.
It's the whole process of using people or things to try to figure out yourself. When you can only figure things out by yourself. With yourself.
Yeah. You can't pick up an inanimate object, you can't pick up a person and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to use as my map. Mm-hmm. The map is in here. The map is right here. You gotta access it. And when you sign on for sex, you're not just signing on for an orgasm, you're signing on for an emotional roller coaster. And even if you dissociate, because I have had sex with men where I've dissociated, but I feel the emotions afterwards. And, Jory's straight but not narrow, and she's, can I say that you feel emotional when you have sex. Mm-hmm. And when I have been with my girlfriends that I've had in the past, I could never dissociate. I mean, I signed on not just for the act, but for the emotional connection, because that's what sex is. It's not, I'm putting my penis in your vagina, I'm putting my finger in your vagina, I'm eating you out, I'm giving you head, whatever your preference is, gay, straight, bi, trans, queer, who gives a crap?
It's we are coming together as one. And it may seem cheesy, but it's really not.
It's the honest to God truth. You are literally one with another person, not just in a physical sense, but you're on the same playing field, whether you know it or not. And it goes back to people suppressing things. Like, you don't know because, oh, I'm suppressed. And you're not aware that what you're doing is connecting you to that person for life. Because when you share that kind of emotion, you get their emotion in one hand, and they have your emotion in another hand, and you never get that moment back. So that's why you remember this shit. And what's so sad to me is when people are like, I don't remember if I fucked her at that party. I don't remember if we fucked at that party. I don't remember what that girl's name was. I don't remember that guy's name.
I hooked up with her once.
I think she gave me head. I think that was it. Maybe it was a hand job. Now I don't like hand jobs. It couldn't have been a hand job. You know, like, that's so fucking sad.
So
that
fucked
you
up.
are that so far gone. You're not mature enough to have sex unless you're ready to say, I want to get naked. I want to know you. I want to open myself up. I want to be vulnerable for you. And I want you to be so close that you can hear my thoughts. That's how close I want you to be to me. And if you're not ready for that kind of emotional connection, then you don't need to be in love to experience this. And you don't need to be in love to make love. But if you're not ready for any of that, then you should not be opening your legs. You gotta keep it in your fucking pants. This
Bingo.
goes for men. This goes for women. This goes for anyone who's out there. Because you know what happens? Tell them what happens when the people who are not mature fuck the people who are mature.
Do I even have to say it?
Yes.
I have said it so many times.
Well,
it's just,
they need to hear it.
you know, it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work out. And you as the mature person, you get burned. You are the one that gets burned. You open yourself up to someone that's not ready to receive it. And, it's not your fault, but you're the one that's going to get hurt.
Exactly.
Always.
Exactly. And let's hypothetically give you a situation here. Hi, I'm Catherine. This is Jory. I think she's really cute, but I'm not really sure if I like girls yet. I have never had sex before, but I really just want to have, like, I want to be physical with her because she's so hot. So I'm going to be like, hey, like, I really like you. I really want to be with you. And, like, Jory's going to be like,
okay.
And she's like, all inside, she's like going crazy, right? Go crazy.
Oh my God.
She's so excited because she's like, oh my God, someone's taking
I really like her.
Me. I like this person. And like, Jory's
I'm
ready.
into her as a person, not just the way she looks.
She's invested. She's ready for this. And I'm like, oh my God, lesbian sex. So like, okay, like, oh baby, that was so great. And now we have the conversation. I like had a really good time with you, but it's like, you're really erotic and like you're full of passion and I think you're an awesome person, but really it's just like, I don't need this right now in my life. You know, like I'm not ready for like anything serious. And like we had a lot of fun, you know, and like you were great. You pleasured me and I really enjoyed that. But like, I think we should end this.
And you, as the mature person, you're wondering, where does that come from?